Hello everybody, my name is Solo, welcome back to the channel, and yes, you can see me watching this because we are starting off today's video watching these. We're not going to go through and actually watch the video, we just are going to be doing this to start out because yeah, today we are doing the predictions of how this update is going to be. Now, I do believe that this update is probably going to be on the smaller side. Mostly it's going to be changes to getting new difficulties, and then also the chests, which I'm fine with the new difficulties as long as they're really rewarding and not some subpar increase. So just depends on how it's handled. We also have 3 units. Unfortunately, we have not seen Squidosaurus Rex, so we can't really rate Squidosaurus Rex, but we have both Goofy Goober and Squog in the mix. So yeah, let's take a look. So Squog, a regular Squog that doesn't have any shiny or wombo, has 5 range, and I think this is what they meant by it being a boss killer, because it's got 10,000 damage and a 2 SPA and only 5 range, meaning that it's not really built for being tower defense, which is interesting that they're going that route. But yeah, his range is nothing, right? But then if you go and you look right at the better version of Squog, the secret formula, he has a 1 second cooldown, meaning he literally hits every second basically and does 15,000 damage, and that's level 1, right?
Down is
here. Let me get to the end here because it usually shows. Gotta make sure it's doing the right thing. Usually shows the better version. Yeah, there we go. So this is a shiny wombo Squog with secret formula, level 50, 33,000 damage, 0.9 SPA, 11.5 range, and then a 5-star, 57,000, 0.9 SPA and 14.9 range. Now this is the easier of the 2 units that they're showing off to get. Now this one, unless you're buying the season pass, you're not gonna get this character, but this one, I think they did one of the weirder things I've seen with this unit. They basically made Goofy Goober, which by the way, if we compare their stats here, 57,000 versus, let's see, what is the 5-star one? Yeah, 76,000 with an 8 SPA. So yeah, you're probably going to be doing more damage with Squog than you are going to be with Goofy Goober. But Goofy Goober is literally made to be a hit the map type unit, not a boss killer unit like Squog is. So again, that begs the question, how do we rate these, right? How do we rate this update? Well, let's hop over and grab our trusty spreadsheet and we'll talk about it. All right, so one thing happened, my internet went out, and so yeah, it's taken me a while to actually get back to this point. So, but we're here. We are definitely back here. So yeah, I don't know why it's not letting me type. And let me refresh. Reload. Okay. So pay to win, I already think I know where it's gonna be at, which is going to be 3 out of 5. Reason why is because literally one of the units themselves is in the battle pass, or the season pass, which requires you to buy it. There is no base version for completing the season pass. They just give a secret chest, so already we're not off to a great start when it comes to pay to win stuff. As far as fun, honestly, just basing it off the fact that we're not only getting harder difficulty with this update, and also we're getting new like units that look actually really cool looking. Like, I think they're trying to do unique stuff with these units, with Goofy Goober having a really long cooldown time, although that may make it so that Goofy Goober is not really super used. But the fact that Squawg is kind of made more for the boss fights is really cool. So with all that in mind, I think I'm gonna put fun to 4 out of 5, because having new difficulties makes it easier to grind the game and get like currencies and, you know, anything that may come of it. Meaning that, like, if I do Davy Jones difficulty for, like, say the Mermalayer, right, it should be an easier way to get Captain Magma and also Golden Spatulas, rather than, you know, banging my head against the wall and hoping I get the like really low chance of it. Units, gonna be honest, not super impressed with there only being 3. Like, we've seen them be able to do 8 units in a single update, so having only 3 is kind of meh. Bloat, I'm just gonna leave this at like probably a middle ground score, like 2 maybe, because I don't know if they're adding anything in to chests. So yeah, the predictions. Why is my final score over here, not there? Hold up. So my predictions final score with all these kind of raised kind of sits more towards like 3 out of 5, and this is just due to the fact of this right here, the pay to win, with it being 3 out of 5, just due to the fact that the season pass is going to be like the only way to get Goofy Goober. And that means technically, for anyone who's not paying money for the game, the unit score will go down again because there's only actually 2 units instead of 3. So yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, my internet went down, so today's videos might be a little bit delayed, and I do apologize for that. I couldn't do anything. My actual like service provider sent out a message saying that their services were down, so yeah. But based on what I've seen, again, the units themselves look cool, but we also are starting to run into the problem again where they're making units that are really like a lot better than older units. For example, the Squawg being able to be a boss killer, doing base, and this is base, right? We talked about it in the last clip, 10,000 base. Like, yeah, that's definitely like cause for, hey, what's going on here type talk when it comes to the thought process behind the devs, because in reality, if the devs keep going, they're probably going to have to do another patch that pulls the rest of like stuff up to everything else. You know what, we're getting rid of Kevin too. So yeah, it's just one of those things. More than likely we're gonna have to have another balance patch, and hopefully stuff will feel better after that. I severely doubt it though. Wow, I got nothing I wanted. I also gotta go through and check my auto sell because for some reason it keeps giving me certain characters. Okay, why are you not auto selling? You two need to also auto sell. There we go. So yeah, very much so. We'll have to wait and see how like the rewards look, how like if it's even worth grinding, because that's another thing is if it's not worth grinding, there's no point in grinding the actual stuff, right? Because you'll go ahead and you'll look at how much like gems you're gonna get, how much currency you're gonna get, how the XP is, how much, you know, other stuff you're gonna get. And that's what a lot of people will base their bias on, or like for me will base their like judgment on, is if you're going to be able to actually like play it without having issues. Okay. Alright, I'm trying to figure out what I can delete without breaking me here. I did get my bargain mart up to 5 stars, which is pretty cool. I need it to be shiny Wumbo before I can actually test it. I'm just gonna get rid of the actually. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of, you know what, let's trash some Patty obsessed Squidwards here. Bam. Alright. One more summon. Gotta get this done because I gotta leave in like 20 minutes. So I also should be close to getting this Krusty Krab done. There we go. Thank you to the person who gave me a shiny Wumbo Krusty Krab. Because now we have a shiny Wumbo, shiny Wumbo 5-star Krusty Krab. I do need to feed the Krusty Krab though, but maybe some other day. I'm probably not gonna get any of this stuff done, to be honest. Heck, I still need to check Anime Rangers X to see if there's even a Sid available, because if there is, I'll probably have it run while I'm gone. But yeah, with that being said, yeah, my score right now is a 3 out of 5, because it's going to be nice to have higher difficulties. I don't know if they're doing a full chest refresh. That's one thing they haven't really elaborated on, so anyway guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, as always, hit the like button, comment down below what you guys think the score is going to be, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so then you guys never miss a video. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.